One of the biggest challenges GLP-1 users can have is having unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can undermine all the work and efforts that we do, all the advantages of the medication, if we don't figure out how to set realistic expectations and know what those outcomes are. Hi, my name is Fritz Erickson. I'm a professor of psychological sciences and researcher at Northern Michigan University. I, along with our research team, have been studying hundreds of GLP-1 users and their psychological journeys. Today, I want to spend some time talking about unrealistic expectations and how detrimental that can be to a GLP-1 journey. One of the things we know is that GLP-1 can be a great tool for helping lose weight, for getting healthier, for lowering blood pressure. It seems like every other day something comes out about the medical advantages of GLP-1s. But what GLP-1s cannot do is fix all of our problems. And one of the things we've picked up in the research is that people sometimes struggle with unrealistic expectations, that they think, oh, if I only get skinny, all of the problems in my life will go away. And then what happens when they lose 15, 20, even more than 20% of their body weight? That one, they may not end up skinny, but even more important than that, what may happen is they may lose weight, they may be healthier, but they find that all the other problems and challenges of life continue. So it's very important to have very realistic expectations about what GLP-1s can and cannot do. Each of us that goes on a GLP-1 journey sets our own goals, and we're all very different in the terms of the kinds of expectations that we have for GLP-1. Myself, I've lost 19% of my body weight. I'm healthier than I've been in 30 years. Blood pressure's down, all those great things. But you know what GLP-1s don't do? They don't necessarily take on all the other challenges that I have in life. They don't make work really any better. And I thought everyone would just look at me as this new skinny person with great envy. Not so much. Now, of course, I'm 68 years old. No one's going to do that. But the reality of that is really important. Understanding what the medication can do for you and having the psychological backing to be able to understand what it can and what it cannot do are really, really important. Too many people have stopped using GLP-1s because they found that the GLP-1 didn't solve all their problems in life, didn't all of a sudden make their financial situations better, didn't necessarily make their relationship situations better. They didn't have, all of a sudden they weren't part of an in-group that they wanted to be part of. It's just not how it works. GLP-1s can be great for losing weight, but that's the bounds of what it is between weight and other medical conditions, because boy, we're all watching the medical outcomes are coming in. Um, my thing banged, but I'm going to keep going. But in reality, the great thing is that you see wonderful outcomes of it, but be reasonable and set expectations that will fit your life. Thanks so very much, and I hope you continue to enjoy these videos.